The 1980s were a decade defined by Cold War tensions, but beneath the surface, a sinister campaign of deception and disinformation was being waged. A campaign so audacious it sought to rewrite the truth itself. This was Operation Infektion, a KGB-crafted masterpiece of propaganda designed to undermine the United States, foster global mistrust, and plant a seed of doubt so insidious it would linger for decades. At the heart of Operation Infektion was a shocking and baseless claim that the United States government had created the AIDS virus as part of a biological weapons program. The KGB understood the power of a lie, especially one that played on fear and mistrust. The AIDS epidemic was already a source of panic and stigma, and the Soviets seized on this vulnerability to further their geopolitical aims. The operation began with a single article published in 1983 in an Indian newspaper, The Patriot. The piece, ostensibly written by a freelance journalist, alleged that HIV/AIDS had been manufactured in a U.S. military laboratory at Fort Detrick, Maryland. The article cited anonymous sources and classified documents to lend an air of credibility, but it was pure fabrication, a product of the KGB's Active Measures Department. From this modest beginning, the disinformation campaign spread like wildfire. Soviet operatives ensured the story was reprinted in newspapers and magazines across the globe, targeting countries in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, where anti-American sentiment was already simmering. The narrative was carefully tailored to resonate with local audiences, exploiting historical grievances and cultural fears. By the mid-1980s, the story had taken on a life of its own. Pro-Soviet media outlets amplified the claims, while unwitting journalists and conspiracy theorists picked up the narrative, further muddying the waters. Even some respected scientists and public figures began to question the origins of HIV/AIDS, lending unintended legitimacy to the falsehood. The operation's impact was devastating. In the United States, the AIDS epidemic was already marked by fear and discrimination, and the KGB's lies exacerbated these tensions. Globally, the disinformation campaign stoked mistrust of American scientific and medical institutions, particularly in nations already skeptical of U.S. intentions. The false narrative also undermined efforts to combat the disease, as it diverted attention from real scientific research and fostered harmful conspiracy theories. For the KGB, Operation Infektion was a strategic success. It demonstrated how disinformation could be weaponized to sow chaos and weaken adversaries without a single shot being fired. The campaign also highlighted the vulnerabilities of free societies where a lie, no matter how outrageous, could find fertile ground in the name of open discourse. The truth about Operation Infektion began to emerge in the 1990s, after the fall of the Soviet Union. Former KGB operatives revealed the full extent of the operation, and declassified documents confirmed the campaign's origins. Yet, even today, remnants of the disinformation linger. The claim that AIDS was a man-made virus remains a popular conspiracy theory, a testament to the enduring power of the KGB's lies. Operation Infektion is a stark reminder of the destructive potential of disinformation. It reveals how a calculated falsehood can undermine trust, divide societies, and derail critical efforts to address global challenges. As the world grapples with the implications of information warfare in the digital age, the legacy of Operation Infektion serves as a cautionary tale, proof that the pen, or in this case the lie, can be mightier than the sword.